I'm gonna say something and you guys might find out like, oh, what is she saying? Jannah is not a goal. Oh, what? Jannah is not a goal? No. If you look at the data, mostly youngsters, they consume 5 hours of social media every day. For 5 hours, what are you consuming? And whatever you consume, that is what you're going to become. And for the people that have Instagram, I want you guys to open your Instagram right now. For the people that do have their Instagram. And I want you to go to your feed page, your For You page, and I want you to see the kind of things that pop up on the front. That's okay. Open your For You page, you know the Explore page? Open that. And see the things that pop up on your For You page. These are the things that describe you at the end of the day. These are the things that you consume. These are the things that make you who you are. Okay? And now just pay a little bit of attention to it. Are these the kind of things that are distracting you from Allah? Or are these the kinds of things that are bringing you closer to Allah? Just think about that. And I'm not saying entertainment is not wrong. You know, like once in a while or like in a day, entertainment is not wrong because you know we all are dopamine addicted. That's not bad. But we need to have discipline in our life. That's the main goal. To make a schedule for yourself. It is very, very important that we discipline ourselves. It is okay to have entertainment. I'm not saying anything wrong with entertainment as long as it is with the boundaries of Islam. There's nothing wrong with entertainment, but we need to have a schedule for ourselves. This is the amount, and I have a homework for you guys, right? Go home and make a schedule for yourself. This many hours, I'm going to study. This many hours is my entertainment. This many hours, I'm going to be working on my hobby, right? Make a schedule for yourself. Discipline yourself. Have a control on your nafs. That's the main teachings of Islam. If you read the whole Quran with English translation, at the end of the day, it's all about having control on your nafs. It's all about controlling yourself. And that is something that the upper powers right now, they don't want us to have. Just think about, why is everybody so scared of Muslims right now? Everywhere around the world, because they know that we Muslims have something that they don't want us to have. They constantly build this social media, this everything to distract us from our real purpose. And they have done a very great job of distracting a lot of youngsters, a lot of people, through social media, through entertainment. But they're scared that Muslims, they have something in them that they could control their nafs if they wanted to. And what is that? They have iman, they have faith. We have faith in ourselves. We could control our nafs, and that is what makes us, trust me, once a person learns how to have a control on their emotions, on their nafs, they become one of the most powerful person on this planet Earth. Only when you learn to control your nafs, to discipline yourself. And trust me, as simple as it might sound, very rare, very few people has these qualities. And as a Muslim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is training us to have this powerful quality. Only by controlling our nafs would we be able to have an influence around the world as well. The reason why they're so scared of Muslims is exactly why. They know that if they wanted to, they have the faith to control themselves. But if we see the Muslims today, we're so many in numbers, but we don't have any power. We don't have any influence. Even though we have iman, even though we say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, but we have just left our religion for the daily 5 prayers. We have just left our religion to give zakat, and that's it. Our religion is way more than that. Our religion is for us to build a strong personality, to discipline ourselves and the people around us, right? So I want you guys to learn about your purpose, and that concludes our halqa with the last thing that I want to talk about, and that is depression, stress. You know, I know this could be a topic on its own, but I'm going to very briefly touch on this one, and then we could end the halqa. Talking about depression, you know, how does depression happen? What is the root of depression? Does anybody know? When you feel down, do you know why you're feeling down? Or when you're feeling depressed, why are you feeling depressed? Did anybody try to investigate their feelings?
I think it's the attachment to this dunya.
Attachment to this dunya, yes.
When I'm not as focused in my salah.
Yeah. Definitely, like being far from Allah could lead to depression as well. Yes. Anybody else? Now, what is even the definition of depression? If you search up on Google right now, definition of depression, you will get to know the definition of depression is someone who has lost hope in the future. And as a Muslim, could you ever lose hope in the future? Could you ever do that? Not possible. So for Muslims to say that they're depressed, yes, we could be stressed. Even our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he used to be stressed about things. There's nothing wrong with stress because those are human emotions. But for a Muslim to be depressed, to lose hope in the future, means that their tawakkul in Allah is not strong enough. What is causing depression is the lack of meaning in their life. Once you have a lack of meaning, it will lead to depression. And I want you to notice one other thing in the Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, never in the Quran did He tell us to pursue happiness. Even though if you ask people today what is their ultimate goal, they just say, I just want to be happy, man. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. Be happy, be happy, be happy. But if you look into the Quran, the Creator who made all of us, who knows how we function, who knows the things that we need in our daily life, why didn't He bring happiness into the Quran, or why didn't He make happiness our goal? Because happiness is not the goal. You cannot achieve happiness without purpose. The only thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala constantly talked about is to pursue purpose. Because once you pursue your purpose, happiness will come to you by itself. Happiness is an outcome, right? So we need to have that the purpose in our life, right? Now, if I were to ask you guys right now, what is a goal of a Muslim? Very easy question. What is a goal of a Muslim? What would your guys' answer be to that?
To please Allah.
To please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes.
To make it to Jannah.
To make it to Jannah. Okay, I was gonna bring this point, right? I'm gonna say something and you guys might find out like, oh, what is she saying? Jannah is not a goal. Oh, what? Jannah is not a goal? No, Jannah is not a goal. Jannah is a gift that we get once we accomplish our goal. The goal in itself is different. If you study the Quran, and my father, he explained it to me so beautifully, and to this day it just stuck to me. There was a globe in our house, right? And we were having this discussion, and he picked up that globe and he put it in his hand. He was like, do you see this globe? Do you see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made this entire universe? The Creator that made this fascinating, like, mountains and the stars and everything, these galaxies. In His universe, He thought that He also needs to have one of you in there as well. He needs to have one of Husna in there as well. He needs to have one of you in His universe. Just think about that. And the reason, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has a profound wisdom behind everything that He does. Why does He want us in His universe? Because the goal, and my father, he said it so beautifully, the goal of a Muslim is to fix this world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put us in. To fix this world. The purpose of a Muslim is not to just pray 5 times a day and then this is how you make it to Jannah. Yes, this is the way to train yourself, but at the end of the day, the goal of a Muslim is to worship Allah. And how do we worship Allah? Is by fixing the globe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us in. That is the ultimate goal of a Muslim, right? This is our goal. And I want you guys to try to pursue this goal in your daily life. Now, we know our goal is same. Our goal is to fix this world. Everybody could have a different path to that goal. Your path could be that they're studying medicine. They're studying medicine, but at the end of the day, they want to fix this earth by, treating people. That's their way of fixing the world. Maybe my way of fixing the world, or my way of accomplishing my goal, that I want to tell people about the message of Allah. That is my way of fixing the world. So I want you guys to study what is your goal in life and what path are you going to take to accomplish that goal. In your daily life, what are you doing to accomplish your goal? What are we doing to accomplish the goal, to fixing this world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put us in? That is our only purpose. And that is the way to worship Allah. We pray 5 times a day. We do all of that to train ourselves, to get us ready for our day. Our day starts after that. Our iman, our religion starts after that. Islam is our daily life. It's not just stuck to our prayers. Those are very, very important. Those are the fundamentals, principle of our religion that trains us for the rest of our day, right? And now I'm gonna conclude with saying that there's three kinds of people in the world, and I want you guys to pay attention to that, of what kind of people do you fall into, right? There's three kinds of people in this world. The first kind of people are the people that are damaging the world. These are the kind of people that are spreading al-fahash. These are the kinds of people that are committing war crimes. These are the kinds of people that are spreading hatred in people, right? The second kind of people are the people that are getting damaged by the world. They're getting damaged by those people damaging the world. Or you could say that they're damaging themselves by distancing themselves from their creator, by falling into the traps of shaitan, by falling into the traps of shaitan, like al-fahash, watching all of that kind of stuff. These are the people that are damaging themselves. And the third kinds of people are the kinds of people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expect us to be, are the kinds of people that are trying to fix this world. And the third kind of people is our goal, is the kind of people that we want to become, or the people that are constantly trying to fix the world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put us in. He's going to ask us about this. I gave you the free will. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He had millions and trillions of angels worshipping Him day and night. But He thought there was a need for humans. And then on top of that, He made humans who would make mistakes, who would commit sins. He gave those humans free will to either be the kind of person who would damage the world, or either be the kind of person who would fix the world. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing with the free will that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you? Are you constantly damaging the world, or are you being damaged by the world, or are you the one trying to fix the world? And I would end with that, and I would end with that question for you guys to ask yourself, and I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the courage to follow Islam, to be proud of our identity, to be a confident Muslim, to tell everybody in the world that this is my religion and I'm proud of this religion, and I'm going to continue talking about my religion until there's peace on this world. Okay? And that was, if you guys have any questions, anything that you guys want to talk about, you guys could talk about it.
Do is like the struggle that you go through with school. Yeah, go ahead.
How to distance yourself away from social media.
How do we
to have the urge to go in school.
I know. I feel like social media, I think of it as like, it's not any less than drugs. It's not any less than someone who's addicted to drinking alcohol. Maybe it's not as bad as drinking alcohol, but it's very similar because we're dopamine addicted, right? It's an addiction. Somehow we might not think about it because nobody tells us it's an addiction. But even I myself is guilty of that. You just want to you open Instagram, and somehow 2 hours later you're like, oh, I spent 2 hours just scrolling, right?
Yeah.
So it is an addiction, but I feel like the only way you could get rid of this thing is to replace it with something better. Now, I'm not gonna be unrealistic and tell you to read 2 hours books at that time, because that's just not gonna be realistic for you. But to find something that will entertain you and will also fill your purpose, because again, I said our goal. We all have a goal, right? I hope we leave this room by knowing what our goal is. And before going to sleep, I want you to ask yourself, did I accomplish my goal for today? Did I at least do something that maybe benefited the world, or maybe it benefited myself? Even if it didn't benefit anybody else, did it at least benefit me? Am I at least trying to fix my own self? Am I at least trying to discipline my own self? Am I trying to have control on my nafs? And trust me, once you learn how to discipline yourself, it is such a wonderful feeling. It's like you could accomplish anything if you could just put a leash on your nafs. That's it. If you could do that, you would see how strong you would feel as a person. And yeah, I feel like maybe just replace it with something that is better or like more entertaining, but would also benefit you.